In today's show, we're going to make a savory breakfast Yorkshire pudding, my version. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Small Batch Cooking with R.K. Mullins. This morning, we are going to make what I call a play on a Yorkshire pudding, Dutch baby, or German pancake. It's very simple to make. We're making the small batch version of it, as we always do on this show, or I'm sorry, on this channel, not a show. Anyway, we're going to start off with a quarter cup of flour, one egg, one quarter cup of milk, oop, I spilled, of course. That's all right. I'll get it up here in a minute. Pinch of salt. Well, I do mean a pinch, because this don't make it, doesn't take a whole lot here. You don't want it to be salty, you just want it to be just right. There we go. A dash of pepper. A dash of garlic powder. Yes, we are making a savory one, because we're going to do something with it a little different than a lot of other people do, I guess. Now, once you got all that done, got everything in there, put it on. It's going to get noisy. It'll help I plug this sucker in, you know. There, take a minute. All right, we got it plugged in. All right, now you're going to blend this up for 30 seconds. And you notice I still got some flour down the bottom of it, so I'm going to take and get me a spoon here. Try to mix it around a little bit, get that flour, all that flour out from underneath there, right? So we don't have anything sticking nowhere. That should do it. Unplug this, get it out of the way. All right. Let's do a little housekeeping right quick. I happen to have a muffin tin in the oven. The oven's set to 425 degrees. I'm heating it up right now. And I'm going to put me a little bit of butter in it when it gets hot. Matter of fact, I think I'll put some butter in it now. So hold on just a second. I'm going to let that heat up. And in the meantime, I'm going to get ready to start my next portion of this. There we go. And now what we're going to do here, fry us up piece sausage. Let's add a little bit of butter to it. Now I've cut up some bell pepper and some onion. We're going to add in here and let it get softened a little bit. I used frozen, already cut peppers and onions. And all I do is just give them a little bit of dice. And did exactly what I wanted to do. Get a little bit more butter. Now you use butter, avocado oil, whatever you like. Just don't use no olive oil or anything. Now, cracking in an egg. We're into a soft scramble on this because we're going to be finishing them off in the oven. That'll do it. We'll take it off the heat. They're nice and wet. Turn that sucker off. Now, let's get our pan. Got the butter in there. Nice hot pan. Part one, we'll pour it into our muffin tin about halfway up. Should get maybe 2, maybe 3 out of it. Waste not, want not, I always say, right? Stick that in there. Now, we're going to put this back in the oven for about 20-25 minutes, maybe a little less, because we don't want them to, well, probably going to be less, more like 15 maybe, because we don't want them to be completely done when we go to the next stage. Alright, that's in the oven. While that's cooking, I'll take a short break and be back in a short. Okay, these are about halfway done. As you can tell, they puffed up a little bit. Starting to brown, but not quite done. So we're going to take the spoon. We'll break the center a little bit. And try, because it's still nice and moist in there, right? What we want to do is create this little pocket, if it doesn't already have one. Now, take some of our egg mixture, put it right down inside there, push it in there real good. These didn't puff up. I'm hoping they'll puff up a little bit more when I put them back in there. Now remember, we only cooked our eggs to about almost done, not quite. They're still wet, because that's the reason for that is because they're going in the oven, and they'll finish off in the oven. Now, if you want cheese in here, you can definitely put cheese in there. I'm not a huge fan of cheese on my breakfast, but that's just me. And now they're going to go back in the oven until they're done. See you in a few. All right, we're back. That took another 10 minutes, and I went ahead and decided to plate, or not plate, but put some cheese on top of 2 of them, because my lady and her mother, they like cheese on theirs. I don't. So let's plate and see what happens. good enough there. There we go. Again, look how beautiful that looks. Ain't it gorgeous? I'm gonna grab me a knife and a fork. The egg and everything's nice and done. Now look at that beautiful cross section. Now this is an upscale English Yorkshire pudding or a savory Dutch baby. Now chat, for the taste test, right y'all? Just that little hint of garlic, the onion flavor in there, brings us way over the top. Please be my guest. Have at it. This is a delicious recipe. You're gonna love it. This is R.K. Mullins, Small Batch Cooking. Bon appetit.